afternoon, graduates, faculty, family, and friends. I stand before you today as your valedictorian for the class of 2014. It is truly an honor to represent such a remarkable class of healthcare professionals. Today marks the end of our journey as students here at Michener and the beginning of an exciting new chapter. I look out on my fellow graduates and I not only see my colleagues, but healthcare leaders who are ready to make a difference. I see a class with capacity for progressive development, the power to move and change at an ever-growing pace, a class with momentum. For some like myself, your momentum might have started as a child. You had many hopes and dreams of where you would be and what you would be in life. When I was 7, I knew I wanted to be a disease researcher in a laboratory. I have photos of myself clutching a brand new toy microscope I received for Christmas, eyes wide and smile plastered to my face. I have great memories of playing with that microscope in our family basement, looking at the slides of insects, putting stuff in the tiny plastic petri dish it came with, and hoping to one day do it for a living. For the next portion of my life, I worked hard towards completing my Bachelor of Science in Microbiology, but after a few semesters, my focus of where and what I would be doing in a few years became less clear. I became less certain about how to achieve my goal of working in a hospital laboratory. Luckily, at the end of my degree, I by chance met someone who told me about the med lab program here at Michener. When I researched it online, I knew exactly this is what I was meant to do in life. We've all taken different paths to get where we are today. Whether this was a career change from your fine arts degree or going back to school later in life, we have all have united to share a similar journey. Our experiences at Michener are a valuable foundation for our future careers. The unwavering support and dedication of the faculty and staff to teaching the next generation of healthcare professionals is one of the reasons I feel my experience and education at Michener has been valuable and something to be proud of. The late-night study sessions, group projects, and interprofessional courses were all things we needed to accomplish to be here, but our drive, passion, and determination are what truly got us here. The one thing that stands out for me about my time at Michener is I feel the same today, standing up here graduating and starting in the workforce, as I did the day I received my acceptance to the med lab program. I remember being home in Winnipeg, grocery shopping, when my email went off on my phone. When I read the header, "Congratulations," I started crying in the frozen foods aisle. While today I'm not crying in a grocery store, I am excited, I am elated, I am hopeful, and I know we are ready to take on the challenge of growing and contributing to the Canadian healthcare system. Each class here today represents a key part of healthcare that often goes unnoticed despite our vital work. I, for one, had never heard of MedLab until a chance meeting, which motivated me to create the MedLab Student Society to help create awareness and support for our profession. With the involvement of the entire MedLab class, faculty, and school, we are able to change and instill passion beyond our education. As we move forward in our careers, we have to remember that we have the ability and strength to be the voice of our profession. What you do is important and vital to the healthcare system. Stand up and advocate not only for yourself, but for your fellow rad techs, respiratory therapists, chiropodists, perfusionists, technologists, cytologists. While each of you here are finding opportunities to build your momentum, all it takes is one moment for inspiration. One critical instance to underscore your vital role in healthcare. Looking into the eyes of a patient you just brought back from a code. A cancer patient thanking you after completing their last day of radiation treatment. Calling up a critical CSF result on a newborn to start life-saving treatment. I hope many of you had already had the chance to experience that feeling. That feeling you know you just changed someone's life. After a while, that feeling might start to feel less monumental as it did the first time. However, today, I would ask you to hold that first moment close. That moment where you said, "Wow, I just helped save a life." That moment where you found out you got into Michener. And today, when you're starting your career. Physician and University of Toronto graduate Thomas McRae once said, "More is missed by not looking than not knowing." As new grads, I ask you to keep looking for opportunities and chances to grow, change, and build your experiences. Our time at Michener was a key piece to our journey, but now it's our time, our moment to lead and be our own momentum. Thank you.